Hello everyone and welcome back to Flo's Corner. So in this video I'm going to show you how to make these soft and scrumptious shortbread cookies. So please stay tuned. So for these shortbread cookies you're only going to need 4 ingredients, which is butter, powdered sugar, flour, and vanilla extract. I will leave all of the ingredient measurements in the description box below. So first we're going to start with 12 tablespoons of salted butter, which is 1.5 sticks. I prefer to use salted butter because I feel that it gives the shortbread cookies a wonderful taste. If you choose to use unsalted butter, then you can add a little bit of actual salt. Make sure the butter is softened and mixed on medium for about 5 to 10 seconds. Now add a 1/2 cup of powdered sugar. You can use granulated sugar, but I do feel that powdered sugar gives the cookies a more light and airy and fluffy taste. Add a 1/2 teaspoon of vanilla extract or any extract of your preference. Now you're going to add your all-purpose flour. This is 1.5 cups of the flour. You're going to add in half of the batch and then mix on 15 seconds and then add the rest of the batch. The mixture should give a crumble texture. It is not supposed to look smooth. Once all of the flour is incorporated, you are going to mix again for another 20 seconds on medium until the ingredients are all mixed in thoroughly. To check for the right consistency, you can pick up a few pieces and squeeze it between your fingers, and once you know that it came together without any stickiness, then you know that your crumble is ready. Now you're going to take your silicone mat or some parchment paper and sprinkle some flour onto it, and then you're going to take your crumble and place it on top. Your crumble will look divided when taking it out of the bowl and placing it onto the mat, but that is okay because we are going to make it all together. So here is just a little form of like kneading the dough. You are going to take the crumble and you are going to swoosh it into each other. What I like to do is take all of the little pieces and just press the big piece down to catch all the little pieces. This is why it is crucial to definitely flour your surface. If you are running out of flour, just sprinkle a little bit more. Keep kneading the dough until you see that the ball is starting to come together. It should be no more crumble falling apart from the actual dough. If I am confusing you with the word kneading, just mesh the dough like you would do with Play-Doh or some type of clay. So here I am separating the dough into 2 to work with a smaller section. I'm going to be making 2 different shapes with this cookie dough. So for this half of cookie, I'm going to sprinkle some flour onto the top because I'm going to be rolling it out with my rolling pin. Here I'm just flattening it as much as I can, and then I'm going to use my rolling pin to roll it out to my desired thickness. With shortbread cookies, the dough is very prominent in itself. It is very different because it doesn't use that much liquid, so you can really make a lot of different shapes. So here I'm going to be using my circle cookie cutter, which has the ridges on it, to make some cute sandwich cookies. I'm going to be cutting out a few of these, and then I'm going to be using a small circle to cut out a middle parts of half of them. You can use the other side of the circle if you would like, but I felt that the ridges would give it a more decorative look. So here I'm going to be using just a small circle cookie cutter that I have. You can also use a piping tip as well. I'm going to take half of the circles that we just cut out, and I'm going to cut a hole into the middle of half of them. It is up to your discretion on how big you wanted your circles to come out, so be unique in your own way. So what I did is just re-rolled the excess dough and then made some more cutouts. And here they are. You see some of them do not have the hole in the middle because those are going to be our bottoms, and the ones with the holes in the middle is going to be our tops. Now we're going to take our second half of our dough, and I'm going to sprinkle some flour again, and I'm going to mush it down just slightly. This one I am going to roll out, but not to a thin consistency. I'm going to have it on a thicker consistency because I'm going to make these cookies look like a cookie stick. So here I'm just going to shape a lot around the edges because I'm going to cut these out into thick little slabs. So here you're going to see me using my K-cutter. I'm going to be cutting vertically about 3 times down, moving to the left, and about 2 inches thick. You do not have to make them extremely thick if you don't want. If you want them to be smaller or skinnier, that is your discretion. Now I'm going to take the top part and cut that excess part off, and the bottom part as well. So here I'd like to add a little bit of holes. I tried to give this looking like a domino, if you would say, but poking holes into shortbread cookies is actually very crucial when it comes to baking, because you want to make sure that it bakes evenly. But this step is optional. It's up to you if you would like to make holes. I just did it for a more decorative look. You will repeat the steps until there is no more dough left. Here you can see the flaky layers of the shortbread cookie. Now this step is very crucial because right now, once you have all your cutouts, you are going to take this and you are going to place it into your freezer for about 20 to 25 minutes. This process helps with keeping your cookies intact when baking. Chilling the dough will help with no spreading to give you your nice cutout looks. Now bake in your oven at 350 for about 10 to 12 minutes the most. Do not overbake your shortbread cookies. It should have little to no color on the cookies to make sure that it is done. Let them cool for about 15 to 20 minutes before decorating or adding any toppings. So to start off my decorating process, I'm going to take the cookies that I made a hole in the center, and I'm going to sprinkle some powdered sugar. I decorated 3 of them and left 2 of them without the powdered sugar. Now I'm going to take some of my homemade cherry jam and I'm going to pour them onto the bottom part of the cookies without the hole in the middle. Do not worry about spreading the jam all over the cookie all the way to the edges, because when you place the top part, the cookie is going to smooth it out. Now you're going to place the top cookie onto the top and you are going to line up the ridges together. I like to add just a little bit more jam into the center so it can fill to the top, but that is up to your discretion. Repeat the steps for the remainder of the cookies. And there you have it, these delicious, super soft, fluffy, and scrumptious shortbread cookies. I added some more of my cherry jam and some Biscoff cookie spread as my dipping sauce for my cookie sticks. You can add so many toppings and different sauces for these delicious shortbread cookies. Shortbread cookies are so unique and distinctive in their taste, and it is just something that you cannot mistake for something else. But I thank you all for watching. I hope this tutorial was helpful. Definitely give this video a thumbs up if you like it, and if you try it, please put it in the comments. How did it come out? Hope to see you all in my next video. Bye.